हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Hare Krishna. So we are discussing about the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the incarnation, and this was our discussion in the previous session. How in the previous ages the meditation and sacrifices and deity worship was easy, because there people's mind were able to meditate on the Lord easily. To concentrate and meditate was very easy. That is the perfection of living entity, to able to concentrate. But in Kali Yuga it is so difficult. Only way to concentrate is by kirtan. And if you see that people in this age, they are so much interested in music and dance, and that is taken as a method to liberate the living entities in Kali Yuga. Okay, you want to dance and chant, okay, then that is the method for you, and you can dance and chant, but for dance and chant for holy name, that's the difference. And they are very much distracted, short lived. So, utilizing the natural inclination for music to deliver spiritual potency. That's actually what Lord has done in this age of Kali. And then we discussed external and internal reasons, how they are connected to each other. Jivedaya is what is so special about Krishna. So, Jivedaya is giving Sambandha Jnana to living entities. That means telling how beautiful Krishna is. And Krishna also want to know how beautiful I am. Why the devotees are attracted to me. And then there is Name Ruchi. And Krishna understood that devotees enjoy more than what I enjoy by serving me. And that pleasure he has invested in the holy name. So we can get the same pleasure by chanting the holy name, which Krishna want to experience. He gave, and that is the Yuga Dharma of this age. And Jivedaya Advaitacharya is calling to deliver the living entities, and then Nameruchi is what is the second reason Lord came to give Yuga Dharma. All the previous ages, previous Kali Yugas, Lord come as Gaur Narayana, and he delivers the living entities there. Now he is coming as directly Krishna and giving this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is considered to be the Yuga Dharma of his age, and his Golokera Premadhana is giving. Other mantras are there, but this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so much invested with a special potency at this time. Other times also they might have chanted, but they don't get it. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave it the special potency, and then last is Vaishnava Seva. Is the love that Krishna want to give. So this is the special love. This is the first important point. Is the special love which is with Srimati Radharani. The type of love Radharani is experiencing, and because she has love, she serves. She serves Krishna. And what we serve directly Vaishnavas, servant of the servant of servant, to experience that special love which Radharani has. And Chaitanya is appearing, Lord Chaitanya is appearing with the mood of Srimati Radharani. So this is actually Vaishnava Seva. So in that way we understood connection. And yeah. Yeah, so this is prema, divine love. It is manifested in three forms. So it will not happen only one thing. If you do Vaishnava Seva and Jivedaya and Name Ruchi, and when we get Ruchi, then we do more Jivedaya and then more Vaishnava Seva. So it's all connected. So these are not separate activities, they are the facets of the same diamond, like that. So serve the mission, find the taste, love the devotees. So I will just take one more small things I wanted to explain about Lord Chaitanya. So first is why Lord appeared in golden color. So in spiritual theology, color is code for emotion, that is rasa. Just as anger turns a face red or worry turns it pale, the divine complexion shifts with mood. So, like white is separation and red is passion, green is order or law, and then dark blue it is mercy, like this, not dark blue, the cloud, monsoon cloud color, and molten gold is the new desperation, dispensation. Thus Lord Chaitanya is in that color, it signifies the radiance of love actually. So what happens when the dark Lord takes onto the complexion of his own devotee? So here, so different colors are showing different mood. So when Lord Chaitanya is coming in golden complexion, it is showing the mood, that love of Radharani. Love means to serve. So that is the mood he is appearing. So it is not just color, it's also the mood we should understand. And then Saram Bhattacharya is singing this song. Navagauravaram Navapushpasaram Navabhavadharam Navalasyakaram Navahasyakaram Navahemavaram Pranamami So that's why. mm, I'm sorry, there are some internet issues. And now I'll tell one important, nice, interesting thing, and then we will go to our Bhagavatam. So here, the explorer's prophecy. It is said that Christopher Columbus' father, influenced by monks who had traveled east, told his son of a legend, and it holds a golden figure that connects in the biography of autobiography of Columbus. And he writes that my father told that, no, you go to India. So one of the reasons for Columbus to go to India is to understand this, to get this golden figure which his father told him. But and he instead he discovered America, and nothing good happened to the world after that. But one thing happened is that Prabhupada went to America and he connected it. So in that way, something good happened even there also. So, so the connection, 500 years later, that message of Golden Avatar was brought to the rest of the world from America only. So Columbus started it, but he could not reach it. So Prabhupada connected. So this is what Columbus wrote in his diaries. Not sorry, not autobiography. There it is diaries. I'm sorry. So then we see that divine regression, tradition versus blind progress. So this we will come tomorrow. We will come back to our Bhagavatam session. So the important thing here is Lord Chaitanya's, of course, I think maybe one more day we can take after that Gaurapunya will come. But still, it is good to meditate some of the things. I wanted to complete my syllabus, so I will not take much time. So we'll come to Bharat Maharaj section. So we discussed that the emperor who named the world, the eldest son is of Rishabdev, and formerly known as Ajanab Varsha, the planet became known as Bharata Varsha due to his reign. and ruled the entire globe following his father's order. So Majanava. And then King Bharata, okay, this part we have to come back again. We will discuss that part later. What this ego and material energy is concerned. So before that, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't share the screen. Okay, okay. So then we will just discuss few points on this aspect which we were discussing elaborately. So now King Bharata performed various kinds of sacrifices. He performed sacrifices such as Agnihotra, Dasara, Purnamasa, Chaturmasa, and Pashu Yajna and all these things. And then next one is important, where this is what our discussion was going on yesterday. After performing the preliminary various sacrifices, Maharaj Bharata offered the results in the name of religion to Supreme Lord. In other words, he performed all the yajnas for the satisfaction of Vishnu. And Bharatamaja thought that since the demigods are different parts of Vasudeva's body, he controls those who are explained in the Vedic mantras. By thinking in this way, Maharaj Bharata was free from all mental contamination such as attachment, lust, and greed. When the priests were about to offer sacrificial ingredients into the fire, Maharaj Bharata expertly understood. So, this was our topic of discussion yesterday. He understood, and that's what we were also telling, that it's not a yajna is that to having a proper understanding of who is the Supreme Lord. The awareness should be very clear. And that is actually what is our point of discussion. Understood how the offering made to different demigods was simply an offering to the limbs of the Lord. So then we discuss the science of yajna behind it. So any action that is performed with understanding will make us free from karma with the consciousness of Krishna. So the seed of karma is there in every action, and then it fructifies and we get karma phala. But that is what is kriyamana karma. But when you do the karma in the form of yajna, then there is no fruit. So if you are sowing the seed in soil which is considered ignorance, then the fruit will come. But same seed if you are putting in fire, then it will not fructify. It will not come into fruit. Similarly, there is symbolic representation. Putting grains is acting with knowledge. So we are doing action in knowledge that is free from reaction. And the ghee is represented by Guru and Brahmanas who are offering our consciousness. So when we are offering food bhoga to the Lord, Guru is training us to develop our consciousness. That's why we have to hear from Guru regularly. His kirtans, his lectures. He is helping us to change our consciousness, because Lord does not just take the item, He takes our consciousness. So consciousness is Guru's service. He is helping us to develop our consciousness. So just by giving it, we are free from karma. But by putting our consciousness, we are gaining the change in heart is also happening. So that is the difference. So change in heart means you are getting a transcendental knowledge. That means the knowledge is turning into realization. So presently we all have knowledge, but it is not realization. Why it is not realization? When we are chanting or when we are doing service, if you put consciousness, then the change of heart will come, right? Like say I am chanting the holy name. Chanting the holy name, okay, good. But if you are putting consciously chanting the holy name, it will change the heart. So that is what the training that is given by Guru. Guru helps us to develop that feeling for Krishna, that emotions, that consciousness. So we discuss consciousness of Krishna means to know. Knowing about Krishna is also consciousness only. But To know means to become one with his desires, to feel for him, to know what he likes. So that is what is being conscious. So we discuss about the mother. So mother here, mother knows, mother is conscious of child in the sense not that the child exists. Mother is conscious of the child means she knows what all the child needs and what all she has to do for the child's pleasure, like that. So similarly we have to be conscious of Krishna in the sense we should know what all he needs and what he likes and what I should do all the time. So now we'll go to the purport part. The Supreme Lord says that as long as one does not develop the pure devotional service of Shravanam Kirtanam, hearing and chanting, one must carry out his prescribed duties. So as long as one does not develop pure devotional service, if we are not having this, then one must carry out his prescribed duties. Since Bharat Maharaj is a great devotee, one may ask why he performed so many sacrifices that actually meant for karmis. The fact is that means he could have full time sit and chanting and hearing. Na? Why he is doing all these yajnas? So that's a valid point. The fact is that he was simply following the orders of Vasudeva. Lord, as Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Braja. Whatever we do, we should constantly remember Vasudeva. And now the important point is, people are generally addicted to offering obeisances to various demigods. But Bharata simply wanted to please Lord Vasudeva, and as stated Bhagavad Gita, Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam. Yajna may be carried out to satisfy particular demigod, but when yajna is offered to Yajna Purusha, Narayana, the demigods are satisfied. So the purpose of performing different yajnas is to satisfy Supreme Lord. One may perform them in the name of different demigods or directly. If we directly offer oblations to Supreme Lord, demigods are automatically satisfied. Yathataro moola nishechanena, like that. If we worship the hand of a person, we instead to satisfy the person, if we massage the person's leg, we do not really serve the leg, but a person who possesses the leg. So all different demigods are the limbs of Lord. And then Prabhupada's writing, but actually the shloka advocates the worship of Supreme Lord Govinda, for instead worship of Durga is mentioned in Brahma Samhita, Sisti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti. So we should worship demigods in the spirit, because Goddess Durga satisfies Krishna. We should therefore offer respects to Durga, because Shiva is nothing but Krishna's functional body. This is a very important thing to understand, the concept about Shiva. What is Shiva? So you might have heard it, so we will discuss. Shiva is nothing but Krishna's functional body. We should therefore offer respects to Lord Shiva. So functional body in the sense, I will explain this. When Advaita Acharya concept that is explained is told Mahavishnu also and Sadashiva also. So people are little confused. And this concept of Lord Shiva is little difficult to understand also. And Guru Tattva and Shiva Tattva are the most difficult concepts. Whatever I know a little bit I will tell. I will not tell that I know everything about it. But here, say the ingredient parts and the energy part. So Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. So everything is coming from Mahavishnu. We all agree. So this creation is from Mahavishnu. Now there is energy part also. That is the functional part. That means it has to activate. Na? So here comes Sadashiva. So Mahavishnu, he does not engage with material nature, whereas Sadashiva directly engage. Like that. Now, both are actually the main personalities in the activation of this. So now, Lord only has to take this job. That's why Narayana only is Sadashiva. He is the expansion in the form of Sadashiva. That's actually what it is told. Because he directly engages, that's why Kshiram Dada iti Vikara Vishesha Yoga. So here it is milk, and then there is Vikara. Vikara means there is like for sour substance you touch with milk, it becomes curd. So it's like a little bit of we say it's a catalyst. Vikara also has the impurity, but we can say it's a catalyst, and then it becomes curd. So milk is superior to curd, even though both are same dairy items. So here this is the functional part of Lord Shiva, energy part. So he is activating. So ingredient, say now here comes the Durga Devi. So Shiva is in contact with Durga Devi. Contact with Durga. So that's why he is the Lord Vishnu does not touch material nature. He does not engage with material nature, not contact. Shiva is touching material nature. That's why milk is converting into curd, because it got touched with a catalyst. So Shiva is in touch with Durga. That's why it is turned into curd. So there is some sort of connection. So here what Mahavishnu does, he glances on material nature. So this glance is called Shambhu. Right? So that's why it is functional body. I know only this much. So I don't know beyond this. Actually, if Advaita Acharya's section, we can, if you read in that, it will be more clear. I will see if possible. I'll just open and see if some shlokas related to that. Immediately, if I get, I will share with you, where this concept is nicely clarified. Because he is Lord Shiva also, and I didn't yes, Ruprani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So Lord Sadashiva is Vishnu Tattva, Prabhuji.
Yes.
What about Shambhu, Prabhuji?
His expansions.
No,
They are the
Prabhuji.
expansion.
Who is
They
interacting with Durga, Prabhuji, in the material world? Lord Sadashiva.
he is only Sadashiva. Yes.
Can you just go a little up, Prabhuji? I just want to this what you have done. So, the energy part is Sadashiva, so he is a Vishnu Tattva. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
What is this function, Prabhuji?
Like say now you have the ingredients, it should have some energy to activate, right?
Okay.
So the energy, that is what is coming, that contact on its own material nature don't work. It need to be in contact with a form like Shiva. So
Okay.
then only it activates. Otherwise, it don't activate. The connecting is by Shiva.
Okay, so this Lord
Because a
Sadashiva.
question was asked by even Narada asked, and many times this question is asked: how is Lord is connected to this material world, and even is connected, why he is not getting impure?
Mm.
So then this says no, he does not get directly interacting. Then how he
Yes,
is connected? So it is
through his
connected.
energy.
This is how the
Through his
connection.
energy. Okay. So Lord Sadashiva interacts with Mother Goddess Durga. She,
That's why the Shivalinga is also the representation of uh, the representation of connection between man and woman.
okay, okay, Prabhuji. So this Shambhu, what is the function of this Shambhu Prabhu here in the glance on Maha material nature of no Prabhuji, written no Prabhuji?
The glance is called Shambhu.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So Shiva Tattva, who is that material Shiva Prabhuji who is in Kailash? He is different. He is not, he is a different Tattva, right? He
He
is
is
not with.
expansion of Sadashiva who appear in unlimited universes.
Who? What is that, Prabhuji? Please repeat.
Rudra
Who?
is an expansion. I will show
Okay.
you the shloka from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Rudra, who is an expansion of Sadashiva and who appears in unlimited universe, is also Gunavatara and is the ornament of all demigods, is endless universe. So this is actually what Chaitanya Charitamrita says. So in the previous verse, he who is Shesha, Sankarshana, with his thousands of mouth, serves Sri Krishna by assuming 10 forms.
Okay.
So they
So he
expand
is
as
not Krishna
Sadashiva.
Tattva, right, Prabhuji?
No, Sadashiva is Vishnu Tattva.
Yeah.
Then it all
This
expands
who
into
is,
Rudra. Yeah.
that Rudra I'm asking. He is not Vishnu Tattva. He is a different Tattva.
He is Shambhu Tattva then. It becomes a different.
From Since Sadashiva and Durga, they are in charge of this material thing. Lord Mahavishnu is not directly involved in creation part. It is like this, Prabhuji.
Means he is involved in terms of making ingredient parts only.
Ingredients. Okay. Karana, not
But
Karya. It is Karana that making
yes,
Prabhuji.
yes.
Uh, okay, okay, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, one more question regarding this. Before that, Lord Chaitanya's my picture you showed now. And in that, Jivadoya, Namaruchi, and Vaishnava Seva, how they are connected, which is first, Prabhuji, like as a conditioned soul, with all the anathas, because of our basic nature, we are showing some kind of Jivadoya, how we will get Namaruchi by Vaishnava Seva. It is their connection is like that, Prabhuji. Uh, Vaishnava Seva, by doing Vaishnava Seva, you will get Namaruchi, or by getting Namaruchi, you will do other tools. Is it like
All
how
three
the
are
connection
connected,
is?
Mataji. All three are.
Yeah.
You do Vaishnava Seva, you get Ruchi. When you get Ruchi, you do more service. And then you feel compassion for living entities. And when you are
Okay.
showing Jive Daya, then your heart is clean. Then you can chant more nicely. And then you serve Vaishnava. So all three are connected.
So nothing is coming first. It is all interrelated.
We should do all the three parallelly. That's why.
Okay. Now, if we, since as a condition told, what is my nature now regarding based on these three things? How I have all these things in what proportion? Something like that. I'm asking to.
It varies. Like say you are doing DT services also, it is serving Vaishnavas and it doing Jivadaya also both because you are pleasing Vaishnavas and you are attracting the new people to take darshan of Lord. So by doing deity service also you are doing both the things Jivadaya and Vaishnava Seva. And then because you are serving the Lord, then you will get Ruchi also. So all three things will go parallelly. So
Okay.
whatever state we are, we just have to do it properly.
But when you progress more, and when the anattas more and more, it will reach the pinnacle, something like that, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Thank, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Please explain more about Mahaprabhu Prabhuji. To go to the celebrate Gaur Purnima. Please share that pictures also, Prabhuji. So wonderful, Prabhuji. That PPT. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Vaishnava.
Yeah, actually, some more things are there about Golden Avatar, and yeah, here comes Vaishnava Seva. The three main. Okay, I have to complete syllabus also. We'll come back. So here I was showing about Lord Shiva. So because every time this confusion comes, so he is always desiring only to be servant of Krishna. Sri Sadashiva always says, "I am servant of Krishna," and intoxicated by ecstasy and emotional servitude. I wanted to go to that part where it is explained that how the how he is an expansion. Uh, so here Advaita Prabhu is singing. This is from Glories of Advaita Acharya only, and he is having this mood of servitude. And anyway, the, that part is somewhere down where it is explained how actually first only it comes. Anyway, maybe some other time on Lord Shiva we'll have to complete with Bharat Maharaj now. So I just wanted to make this one functional body of Lord. Krishna is Shiva. I was elaborating on that. Anyway, so there are many offerings to different demigods, and one should always remember that these offerings are usually meant to satisfy Supreme Lord. Bharata Maharaj did not aspire to receive some benedictions from demigods. His aim was to please Supreme Lord. In Mahabharata, among 1,000 names, Yajna book, Yajna. So these are the names in Vishnu Sahasranama. The Supreme Lord is the performer of everything, but out of ignorance, the living entity thinks that he is the actor. As long as we think we are actors, we bring about karma bandhana. So that's why, this is the point we discussed yesterday elaborately. If you act for yajna, so this is very important. If what is ignorance? Out of ignorance, living entity thinks he is the actor. As long as we think we are actors, we bring about karma bandhana. That means you are not conscious about Supreme Lord. So this is actually what is bringing us karma bandhana. And then if we act for yajna, yajnartha karmano, then there is no karma bandhana if we are acting as yajna. So yajnartha karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. Work should be done as a sacrifice, as it's called. So following the instructions of Bharata Maharaj, we should act not for our personal satisfaction, but the satisfaction of Supreme Lord. Ashraddhaya hutam dattam tapastaptam kritam chayat asad iti uchyate partha nachatat priyate na iha. So sacrifice, austerities and charities performed without faith in Supreme Lord are non-permanent. Regardless of whatever fruits rituals are performed, they are called asat, non-permanent. They are therefore useless both in this life and next. That means there is no consciousness here. That's why. Like Maharaj Ambarish and many other Raja Rishis who are pure devotees of Lord simply pass their time in the service of Lord. When a pure devotee executes some services through the agency of another person, he should not be criticized for his activities are meant for the satisfaction of Supreme Lord. Like that. So a devotee may have a priest perform some karma kanda, and the priest may not be a pure devotee, but because the devotee want to please the Lord, he should not be criticized. So this is a very good license. What it is told, sometimes you are calling some karma kanda priest to perform some sacrifices at the home. Like say you are having housewarming ceremony or some other things are performed. Even if the priest is not devotee, but the Yajaman want to please the Lord and he is doing, he will get benefited like that. So the word apurva is very significant. The resultant actions of karma are called apurva. When we act piously or impiously, immediately result do not ensure. We therefore wait for the results which are called apurva. The results are manifest in future. Even the smartas accept this apurva. Pure devotees simply act for the pleasure of Lord. Therefore, the results of their activities are spiritual or permanent. They are not like those of the karmis which are non-permanent. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Gata sangasya muktasya ज्ञानावस्थितचेतसः यज्ञाया च तः कर्म समग्रं प्रविलीयते. Devotee, always free from material contamination, is fully situated in knowledge, and therefore his sacrifices are intended for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. So we will at least complete one shloka today. So in this way, being purified by ritualistic sacrifice, the heart of Maharaj Bharata was completely uncontaminated. You see, we told na, when you do properly with consciousness, what is happening? The heart is getting purified. Heart of Maharaj Bharata is completely, heart got purified. So ultimately, all the things which we are doing should be aimed for purification of heart only. Anything we are doing, that is the reason, because that is the criteria for our happiness. How much we are happy is proportionate to purity of heart. How much happy is proportionate to purity of heart. Now, based on this, we should decide, we should judge. We may say, this is not understood only. Most of the people, they take it for, they are not taking this point very seriously. They say, array, this person is having, they are doing wrong activity, still he is happy. This person is cheating, this person is doing this, but everything is having so many money. Children are very going abroad and learning prosperity. Even though he is a cheater, he is backbiting, he is doing all these things, this Mataji is like this, that Mataji is like this. How they are happy? Array, happiness is not in external, happiness is proportionate to purity of heart. So if a person doing sinful activity or doing some, even he is saying some bad about us, doing even little violence, little violence, directly, indirectly, his heart will remain impure. So, this simple concept people are not understanding. They ask this question, Prabhuji, they cheated, but everything is happening good for them. And but for us, we are in so much trouble. We didn't do anything for anyone. Or if you don't do anything for anyone, then your heart will be pure and you will be happy only. Even if I say one bad word about others, then heart is contaminated. If I hear bad about others, heart is contaminated. If I desire something wrong for others, heart is contaminated. What to speak of doing it? Speaking or backbiting or harming or anything, even thinking only is making my heart contaminated. And then that heart cannot be happy. So we have to work in purification of heart. That should be the only aim for us. So whether I should eat chocolate or not, whether I can do this or not, whether I can do that or not, you can do anything you want. Only thing you see whether it will purify the heart or not. You are adding garbage to the heart or you are working on purifying the heart. So that should be the criteria. So his devotional service to Lord Vasudeva, Lord Krishna increased day by day. Lord Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, is the original personality of Godhead, manifested as super soul as well as impersonal Brahman. Yogis meditate upon the localized Paramatma situated in the heart. Jnanis worship the impersonal Brahman as the supreme absolute truth, and the devotees worship Vasudeva, the supreme personality of God, whose transcendental body is described in the Shastras. His body is decorated with the Srivatsa, Kaustubha jewel and the flower garland. His hands hold a conch shell, disc, club, lotus flower. Devotees like Narada always think of him within their hearts. So we will just take this purport. And Lord Vasudeva or Krishna, son of Vasudeva, is the Supreme Lord, is manifested within the hearts as Paramatma, is impersonal Brahman. And Bhagavatam says, Kechit sarva duhantara hridaya vikase pradesha matram purusham vasantam chaturbhujam kanjara Ratanga Shanka Gadadharam Dharanaya Smaranti. Paramatma is situated in all hearts of all living entities. All devotees who think of Paramatma within their heart worship the Supreme Lord as a temple deity. They also understand the impersonal Brahma features of the Lord and his bodily rays, the Brahman effulgence. Thank you all very much. Any questions, comments? There is this Gaur Purnima is a lunar eclipse. Is this something very special, and please explain its significance, since at the time of that time it was solar eclipse when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Why it was solar eclipse? Because moon god thought, he felt very ashamed. Arey, his Gaura Chandra is coming, and who will look at me? I am with marks and all the spots on my body, whereas Gaura Chandra is spotless. So he felt ashamed. That's why it's a lunar eclipse. Moon want to hide out of shame, seeing, array, this Gaura Chandra is without spots and I am full of spots. So that is the reason it is lunar eclipse. But now it is solar eclipse, so it's a different thing. Yes, Deepa Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavanam.
Then,
Prabhuji, my question is about Sadashiva and Shambhu only. Because
okay.
what I understood so far was that actually Shambhu is the glance of the Lord. And when Lord glances on the Pradhana, then everything starts churning. And that's how Mahatattva comes into picture. But I am still not clear about what is Sadashiva's role in the Vaikuntha planets. He is Vishnu Tattva, but what exactly he does, and why Lord expands into why there are so many steps.
See what happens now. Lord does not directly interact with material nature, so he need another form to interact. So that is the form of Shiva, Sadashiva,
Mm. Mm.
because he cannot directly touch material nature. He completely is aloof from it. So he need another form. So that's why he expands as Sadashiva. And this Sadashiva, he feels himself as servant of Lord. So it is Shambhu Tattva, it is not Vishnu Tattva. There is a Tattva only different. He expands as a different Tattva, and with that he interacts with material nature and he performs the actions.
So in one
And
article I had read that the Sadashiva is actually Vishnu Tattva, or Shambhu is Shiva Tattva, and the Shiva in the as the Guna avatar is Shiva Tattva.
that he Vishnu Tattva only, in the sense that he is expansion of Narayana, but later on that is what is little not easy to understand for us, but we should know that it is all from him it comes. Whatever comes, all these
Hmm.
Rudras and all I showed in Chaitanya Charitamrita just now,
Hmm.
that it is all expansions of Lord Shiva only.
Okay.
Sadashiva is expanding as all this
So there is a
Shambhu.
separate parallel, like how from so Mahavishnu is an expansion of whom?
Mahavishnu is expansion of Narayana, but here
Hmm.
this is Advaita has infused the material ingredients with creative energy. So here Sadashiva is infusing. So creative energy is
Okay.
actually Lord Shiva.
Okay.
So and here the thing is where I showed you the uh, Sadashiva is expanding
Yes.
as.
In the purport it
So
was
here
there.
it is said here Vishnu is uh, so the Narayan in the form of Sri Advaita. So here Advaita is Sadashiva also. No, in the purport, no, it's actually directly the shloka only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, no issue. actually it is Sadashiva only expands as all the
Yeah,
Shambhus. That is very clearly written here. I just
all
showed
the
that verse.
Shivas, is it?
Yeah, so it is his
Yeah,
expansion, right?
okay. Okay. So Sadashiva expands as
All the Rudras. But
because in between
Sadashiva
Shambhu
is
is coming now and the glance, that's the reason why my confusion, Prabhuji.
his
Lord's glance is
Sadashiva.
Shambhu.
Yeah, yeah. But it is him only who is appearing like that. That's actually what.
Okay.
Uh, this chapter, maybe some other time I can elaborately
Yeah.
describe on this.
Yes, Prabhuji, please take that topic because usually there will always be questions on this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Right.
Hare Krishna.
Vrindavan Gopal.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanavad. So, Prabhuji, I just wanted to ask one more clarification regarding, I think you have mentioned that point, right? If you become a little, even you become a little violent, still our purification of heart will not happen, right? So, sometime like in
No,
a
no, no.
corporate,
I told it will contaminate the heart. Not purification don't happen. You may be chanting purification is happening, but it is contaminating the heart.
yeah, it is
Like
contaminated,
you took bath and you are taking some mud and again putting on the head.
right, right. So my question is what like sometime in a corporate life means we are in such a position like suppose we are currently acting as a manager, right? So like there are some people are there under us. Sometimes they are not performing properly or like they are not doing their work diligently. So sometimes we have to be angry on them. We have to like little do chastisements to them, right? So they will also get hurt as a part of that process, right? So definitely, like it is kind of also some kind of violence, right?
Of course, yes.
Yeah. So in this situation, is how to like if somehow like we are having that kind of service, so how we should act? So we should do means how to balance means
See,
if
violence is not the action, bro. Violence is consciousness. No, Arjuna is killing Kauravas. It is violence or bhakti.
it's a bhakti.
Is serving Krishna
Mhm.
because it's not the action; it is the consciousness matters.
Mhm.
So Arjuna is killing, but it is pure devotional service, and Krishna is so pleased. It is not violence. And Arjuna is telling, I'll not kill and I'll go to forest. Krishna is telling you are violent. So violence is when you are acting selfishly, it is violence. If you are acting with an understanding, I am servant of Krishna for the pleasure of Krishna, it is not violence. So Arjuna not fighting is violence and Arjuna fighting is not violence. So it is not about the action, it is about the consciousness.
So basically means whatever activity we are doing, we should have a right consciousness, not due to our own
Yes.
selfish
Yes.
desires.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
As a duty you do, you will not get react. You will
Okay.
not be violent.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for clarification.
So there is a question in chat box. If the Lord does not interact directly in the material world, how can we understand Paramatma present in every atom of this universal world? Yeah, so here how it happens is that Lord is the ingredient part and the act. What do you say? The the desire fulfilling part, sanctioner part. So Lord as Paramatma is sanctioning, but executed by material nature, which is like say a boss is there, he is telling you should do like this, and then employees are doing it. So boss should be there. So Krishna Paramatma is like the boss who is sanctioning. Yes, Srinivas Prasad.
Hare Krishna, Dhawan Pranam Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Prabhuji, in regard to this same question, when Krishna comes and does his pastime, he also becomes a charioteer of Arjuna and he's acting. Now, then how do we understand Mahaprabhu also came and Krishna also came? They did something in this material world also. So how do we understand that?
Oh, they don't. They are directly involving with Yoga Maya, nothing with Mahamaya. So their actions are not under Mahamaya. Their actions are under Yoga Maya. So the same electricity can be converted into refrigerator, cooling, and it can be used for heater also. So when Krishna comes, Mahamaya becomes Yoga Maya, like that.
Nice. And Prabhuji, same thing which Prabhuji also mentioned, that regarding office, you gave wonderful example and you explained it beautifully. But sometimes in our, while practicing devotional life also, we have certain things which in our mind we think about something about somebody, and even bad, or we hear somebody we don't want to hear, but uh, sometimes we are like bound to hear, because sometimes, like say the children also say that we were hurt by this devotee. So if we don't hear them, they say that you don't hear us even for a minute. So I just tell them that whatever somebody is doing, that is for our purification. So basically, those devotees are just instruments in the hands of Guru and Krishna, so we should understand that way. But children don't understand that. So how do we matlab, if we don't hear them, they feel hurt that our parents even don't hear us. So, and if we hear, we take offenses just by hearing.
No,
So
no, no. That hearing will not cause offense, because you are hearing when children are speaking something, and you are hearing to help them, and they are under you. Then that is not wrong, because you have to help them. That's why you have to hear, and you
okay.
have nothing to do with the person who is offending and all. Like say now my some of the person under me comes and tells Prabhuji, this devotee did like this devotee did. Now about that devotee I am not thinking. I am thinking about this devotee who came to me. So you have to think about the children who came to you, not about that devotee who did the action. He might have done, and that is the version of your child. So it may be right, may not be right. So we will not take it about
An
that
offense.
person. We are
So
taking
then
about the
basically we should hear them out, and then try to guide them in the best possible way.
so that's why we should not be judgmental anytime.
No, we don't.
Means we should
I
not be judgmental about that person who about
correct
whom we are
that
here.
I am very much sure that, because I always tell them that if they have done something, so nobody is independently doing anything. So Krishna is making, or Guru Maharaj is making someone, an instrument in the hands of in their hands, so that we have to learn something out of that. So that I don't do that, but to make children understand, it becomes very difficult at times, and then they feel they don't want to meet them, they don't want to talk to them, because they get hurt. So how to balance that?
No, you can hear from them. You have to hear and you have to empathize, and you have to help them to understand the situation. And if you are actually, if you hear, na 50% of the problem is solved when you hear the person who
Very true.
underwent the pain.
But sometimes
And then after that,
I also don't want to hear, so it becomes
no, you have to hear. That is your responsibility to help them. And by hearing, you have solved half of their problem. Then you have to sit and discuss, okay, how can we solve? How he should not be under a victim mentality. Actually, tomorrow evening I am taking in Hare Krishna TV this podcast we have,
podcast. Very
Aapki Man
nice.
Ki Baat. Man Ki Baat, in that I am taking on victim mentality.
Oh,
So
so you
it is
can
Hindi.
elaborate on that.
It is Hindi, yeah. I'll try to discuss
No,
on
no,
this topic.
we'll definitely hear. Bro. Tomorrow is our weekly off also. Thank you so much.
Hare
Thank you, Dhanut Pranam Prabhuji.
Thank you all very much. We'll end here. Happy Ekadasi. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. Gaur Purnima ki jai. Hare Krishna.